are really, really important because they are a part of our lives and a part of our like social construct of what being trans is. And it broke my heart to see a lot of backlash because I was actually one of the ones that defended Lace. And I remember like ISIS and a few other people defended him or whatever because there were a lot of trans men that were kind of coming out, particularly non-Black or non-POC trans men.
Always the first ones to attack.
That had a lot to say about that. And I was
I have a comment to come right after.
Yeah. And I was just like, but y'all are kind of missing the point because that's kind of one of the best ways you can explain it and be able to get what they're talking about. Now that language to some trans men, again, I'm not a trans man. We talk about this every episode. Now, I can understand it being a little triggering because, you know, the vocabulary is still forming and we're trying to do our best, but you're not going to be able to please everyone.
You can't.
And I didn't think Lace got that fair justice when that came about. But I can say as a trans sister, I learned. And it did make some kind of impact.
Yeah, and I did have, on the other hand, I think it's not so far removed from our own experience because the trans male experience where it says they're socialized female, that is no different than the way that cisgender women view trans women saying, oh, we were socialized as male, you don't know a woman's struggle, when really we were femmes. Like I wasn't invited to the reindeer games. I wasn't invited to the boys' sleepover. I wasn't allowed to play with Billy and Johnny because they didn't want to play with me. And I couldn't figure out why no one wanted to play with me but the girls. And so it's and I liked playing with the girls, it was fine. But like you try to fit in as best you can, and the more you try to fit in, the more ostracized you are, the more bullied you are, the more called out you are because they know you're not like them. They know it. And that's why when people are like, oh, kids don't know what they are. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. And I'm not saying, and again, I'm not saying kids are going to get surgeries because they are not. Fully, they're not. One, it's not legal.
The percentage is not. It's like
people like I need to say that from me too. I know y'all
can't
know.
even afford it when they're 18 plus. You think these kids are doing it? It's like one or two kids in history, and they make a whole documentary.
Yeah, they're like the government's paying for their sexual reassignment surgery at 5. I'm like, that has never happened in the history of the world. Stop. No, stop the lies. You're spreading lies and propaganda, and
fear-mongering.
Yeah, but they don't want us to socially transition at that age when really it wouldn't do anything for the kid. Because I would sleep on the girl side at nap time just so I wouldn't be bullied. And the teachers knew that. And so it's like you clearly saw something was different about me. I was feminine and you should have just leaned into it.
Yeah.
Because look what happened. Nothing changed.
Fabulous.
Nothing changed. Yeah, no, but it didn't get any more masculine, y'all. So it's like, you're fighting something just because you don't like it versus it just being in front of your face and you believing what it is. Like, stop pretending you don't know. And so that being said, I think that trans women could empathize with Lay's statement, at least when we are called out for the wrong reasons. Like, oh, you guys were men before, you had privilege. Pause. I was not, no. There was no male privilege anywhere. I was treated like a less than.
Yeah.
Compared to any other male presenting person.
Yeah. No, truly.
And we all were. Like most of us were. Yeah, the only person that wasn't was probably Caitlyn Jenner. Anyway.
I have a history with Caitlyn.
I know. But I had to say it because that's someone who behaves how a lot of people think that we behaved before. Like, oh, they're just males using male privilege and now just, in drag now. And I'm like, absolutely not. I'm just being myself. I'm the same. I haven't changed at all.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people that are conservative, even trans people who are conservative, they take the risk of medical procedures, put fear in it, they fear-monger it and amplify it. Because ultimately what happens is there is reputable research. There are doctors who have been doing the work, been studying this stuff for years, putting the information out there in the research. And then you have people, and I am going to name drop because this is an opinion show. You have people like Buck Angel that take risk of certain medical situations, fear-monger it, and amplify it into a platform, and then you have these followers
to make that YouTube money.
Yeah,
somebody needs
to make that check, to make your quick YouTube money or whatever. But then you're developing an audience of other trans, and I'm not going to put non-binary people in it. You're developing an audience of other trans people that fortify it because you've allowed them the permission to come in and to amplify you.